we've always, since I was small, my father and my ancestors will always be shooting jackal, chasing them off the farm, jackal traps, that type of thing. Every year there is a problem. I just believe it's the saying we say in Afrikaans, it's called skiet voor die voet, and you shoot on sight. That's how I think it should work.
Daylight fades to dusk in Schotia Game Reserve, the serenity of nature disturbed by the perpetual struggle between ranger and farmer, the future of the reserve's jackal population hanging in the balance.
A little bit worried about that pregnant female. It's becoming night time, and this is usually the time that they go through the fences. So hopefully we'll find her again tomorrow, because I don't know what the farmer will do to her. If he does get hold of her tonight, maybe he goes hunting or she runs into him. We have very different opinions about jackals, so I don't think her fate's looking too good in the farmer's hands.
A lesser predator like a jackal faces many challenges. Even with the farmer being a big cause for concern, other animals also pose a threat.
This is really interesting what we have here. The caracal and the jackal having a bit of a standoff. What I assume happened was the caracal was busy hunting a rat or a mouse in that little shrub area we see there, and the jackal heard the squeaking from the mouse and came running over. But you'll see the jackal's not backing down, but he keeps a good distance because he knows the caracal will kill the jackal.
With larger apex predators dominant on the reserve, the jackal's mission to find food is a daunting obstacle. Leandi knows that these dangers may push them into the farmer's territory.
The jackal is hanging around with the elephants. The jackal is very opportunistic, and as the elephants pull out trees and shrubs, the mice and the rats will run out underneath, and the jackal will take that opportunity.
The jackal ventures a little too close to one of the elephants and is chased off. Another day with no food. Leandi works daily to make sure the jackals stay on her side of the fence, knowing that if they cross that line, the farmer will not hesitate to shoot and kill.
One of the problems that we face regarding jackal, now the jackal won't dig the holes. Things like warthogs will start, they'll make a small hole and they'll climb through, and eventually the jackals will take the opportunity to move through the holes as well, and they'll move off into the neighboring stock farmers, and they will catch little lambs, calves, anything vulnerable.
You lose quite a bit because every sheep it takes, if it's not just for the mohair, it's for meat, that type of thing. So you lose thousands of rands a year just based on the whole fact of them stealing your young sheep, your lambs. So also you don't have an increasing population, so then therefore your actual total income for the year doesn't get any larger than it could be, so you're working at a loss almost.
Jackals play an important part in the ecosystem. They keep our rodents, your mice and your rats, they keep those numbers under control so they don't become a plague.
Your jackal at the same time will also catch a lot of the rodents and that type of thing, but they also, when you've got sheep, they become lazy. So therefore they just find that the lamb is a much easier target than a rat or a rabbit or a rodent, that type of thing.
Jackal are scavengers as well, so they will go and they'll clean up after the lions have left, the carcasses that the lions leave behind. The jackal will go and eat the smaller pieces of meat off that. So in that sense they help to clean the area.
We don't have natural predators. What a good idea would be is to get guys to hunt them every night, and it doesn't matter if it's a female, male, that type of thing. You shoot. There's no such thing as a harmless jackal, you know. Shoot the population until there's none left.
I think they should be controlled by capture and relocation, not by culling. Once you shoot an animal, especially black-backed jackal that are mates for life, if you shoot the one partner, the other one will die. couple of weeks after that. So capture and relocating the mating pair would be the ideal circumstances.
As the sun shifts into afternoon, Leandi desperately searches for the jackals, as recent gunshots has a concern for their well-being. Finally, a sight that leaves her hopeful.
This is really great. You can see she's quite relaxed there. And, found the male the other day as well, so we know that both of them are here. So this is great. It's definitely looking good for them and for the future of the little pups.
Until these two parties can come to an agreement, the jackals won't be safe. But even with no clear resolution and no sign of one in the near future, Leandi can rest easy, knowing that for now, the jackals are on her side.